Louise Wilson, Principal Tutor of the Cake Makery. In today's Ask Lou, I'm going to show you how to make a simple decoration for a Christmas cake with candles and holly. For this we'll need some sugar paste, ordinary cake covering icing in white, yellow and orange, some basic tools. I have a dog bone tool, a Dresden tool, a food pen, just in black, a palette knife and a paintbrush for my Tylo glue. You'll also need some colour. I'm using a dust yellow with a soft brush for dusting the colour on. And the holly leaves, which you'll see in a separate tutorial, we use the plunger cutters that are shown here. You want to start with your cake top or plaque, which I'm working on here, and the dust colour. Brush out a little of the yellow colour and decide where the top of your candles are going to be and just create that lovely glow for a couple of candles. Spread it around, tip off any excess, and that's your glow for the two candles. Move your plaque out of the way now so we can work on the board. Take a piece of sugar paste, white, and roll a sausage and gently form a candle shape. Press it out slightly and just create a shape you're happy with. Do this again for a second candle, different sizes, don't keep them both the same. Just sit it alongside just so you can see how they're coming together. Now take small pieces of the paste and roll a teardrop. Because the paste is soft, it'll stick to itself and you can simply press it on at the top and run a dribble down the side of your candle. Repeat the process with different sized teardrops, laying on and gently pressing on to your candle shapes. Repeat some smaller droplets coming down over the top of the others to create some more shape and bring the relief up more, make more of a shape to your candle. Put some on both candles, little ones and big ones. Continue adding all those little dribbles until you're happy with the look that you've got. Making sure that the two candles are going to sit nicely next to each other when you actually put them back onto the plaque. That'll be my last piece on there. Now I will use a palette knife to just gently shape the top, make sure I'm happy with the shape for the top of my candle. Bring my plaque back in front of me and with a little glue just paint down where I want my candle to sit and pop that on so that the glow is going to appear at the top of the candle. Bit of glue for my second candle and again just shape the top so that I'm happy with that before I put it on. We don't need to worry too much about the bottom of these candles because they're going to have holly sitting down there. So make sure you take out any finger marks, gently stroke them down. And that's your two candle shapes. Now you want to take a little orange and yellow sugar paste. This is to create the flames. Make tiny teardrops of the yellow. Oops. One for each candle. And slightly bigger teardrop shapes of the orange. And then we're going to press them out slightly so that you can put the yellow on top of the orange. Because they're nice and soft and you've only just rolled them, they will naturally stick together. That creates your two flames. And then using a little of the glue again, put a touch of glue onto your cake top or your plaque and simply pop your candle flame in position over your candle. With those in position, they simply need a little food pen to create the wick visible within the candle flame. Make sure the position's where you want it to be. And that's your two candles with their flames. We're going to finish this cake topper with some holly leaves. You can refer to our other tutorial to see how to make these, but I have some ready prepared here. And I'm simply going to use a paintbrush with a little Tylo glue below the base of my candles to secure the leaves. It's a good idea to put these on when they're actually still soft. It'll help you fix them in the arrangement that you'd like them to be without being likely to break them. Simply position them where you want them, slowly building up a nice little arrangement. Add extra glue where you're laying them on top of each other so that they will be secure. Carry on building leaves before you put any of the berries on. Some of them going up and some of them pointing down towards the bottom. You don't need to use all of the ones that you've made. So we have our arrangement of leaves. And when you're happy with that, make sure you've got enough glue on the surface where you want your berries to sit. So take a little glue here. We're going to have 2 spots of berries. And I'll use a nice pointy tool to get hold of my berries so that I can position them where I want them. Make sure your groups are odd numbers. They always work better in odd numbers. They look much nicer than if you have 4s. Keep it to 5s and 3s. Create a little arrangement. Where you've got berries that are going to sit on top of each other, we need a little bit more glue to make sure that it's going to stay there. So I'll just put a touch more on there to make sure the group will stay together. And there you have your finished plaque, or it could be a cake top. As a plaque it could be used as a table decoration or put on top of a cake.